Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. You've probably heard the word Bitcoin more in the last week than you have probably for the last year, and if you're like me, you're probably sick of hearing about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down my thoughts being a Bitcoin investor as to what you should do, whether you should buy it now, whether you should sell it, what the future of Bitcoin looks like. And so if you want all of the facts and the figures and my specific opinion and advice on what I'm going to do regarding cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, then stick around for the next few minutes because this video is going to be a good one. So really quick guys, before we actually do get into the video, please do me two quick favors. Make sure you tap that little subscribe button, turn on the notification bells, and also make sure you like this video for the YouTube algorithm. Why? Because it helps me show this video to more amazing people like you guys who might want to invest in Bitcoin for the first time or want advice on what to do, whether to buy it, hold it, sell it, and some ideas about where it actually might go in the future. And so if you're like me and you do from time to time get a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out, watching Bitcoin go from $7,300 all the way up to $40,000 just this year alone, then trust me when I tell you, you're not alone feeling that FOMO, probably missing out. But by the end of this video, I promise you, you'll have less FOMO, you'll feel better, more clarity about what to do concerning cryptocurrency and the future of Bitcoin and other altcoins than you've ever had before. Bitcoin first made its debut in 2009, and since that point has actually risen over 9 million%. If you invested $1,000 into Bitcoin at the beginning, it would be worth over $100 million. And there's never really been an asset class like that before in history. Now, on one hand, you have the die-hard Bitcoin enthusiasts and bulls who say that Bitcoin's likely to be worth $500,000 or $1 million a coin. And then you have the people on the other side who say you should invest your money in more stable, proven assets like gold and index funds and many other traditional securities. But one of the truly enticing parts about Bitcoin is the fact that it's so decentralized. And what I mean by decentralized is the government doesn't actually print and control the money like they do with the US dollar, with the treasury and all of the bureaucracy and federal regulations. Bitcoin is actually much more decentralized and feels a lot more current, managed by the people, so to speak, and managed by the internet with their master ledger. Now, some of the amazing parts about Bitcoin are the fact that you can actually use it in developing countries where money and banks and checking accounts might not be as readily available as they are in other countries such as the United States. Bitcoin also has a lot of utility buying certain things that are not actually governed by some of the actual market makers like credit card companies or traditional things endorsed by the USA. Now, one of the cool things about Bitcoin is that there is a finite amount of Bitcoin actually available. There's just about 21 million total Bitcoins, which are said to be fully mined into existence in the next 100 or so years. But because it is actually finite, that means that it actually does have a much higher chance of eventually continuing to go up rather than eventually crashing down, perhaps like we might see in the USA with the government printing money like there's no tomorrow. And to an outside investor, Bitcoin might seem like the best investment ever, and if you timed it perfectly, it probably would have been, but hindsight is 20/20. You can't live your life always regretting not making the best investments. For every person that makes money with crypto, there's another person that loses it. Trust me when I tell you, the only way to actually make money consistently is investing in things that you believe in for the long term. If you're trying to invest just for the next week or the month and become rich or double your money, I promise you 99% of the time, you're going to be upset. And with all the changes that are happening recently with institutional money, right? Pension funds, hedge funds, private equity, starting to buy Bitcoin in the tens, 50s, and hundreds of millions and even billions of dollars at a time. That's why we've seen such massive swings like over the past week or so, with Bitcoin rising and falling sometimes 25% in a single day. And when you have a significant amount of money invested into Bitcoin, losing 25% of that money in a single day can be very emotional. And so investing in cryptocurrency is not for the faint of heart. And beyond that, one of the benefits of crypto is the lack of regulation, innovation, but also it's one of the detriments. There's been a lot of situations like Mt. Gox, Cryptopia, and many other coin currency platforms that have been hacked and had everyone's money actually stolen in the form of cryptocurrency. One of the beautiful parts about crypto is that you can store it all electronically, but if it actually gets hacked, then you are basically SOL. And so I know many people personally who've invested, tens of thousands or even more into cryptocurrency, ultimately only to have it actually hacked and stolen from the website and the wallet where they store that cryptocurrency. And so my suggestion to you would be, if you're going to actually buy into cryptocurrency, make sure you use a reputable website like Coinbase or Gemini, to actually store your Bitcoin, so you have a significantly lower chance of being hacked and ultimately having all of your hard-earned money stolen, because it all does exist just in digital format. And one of the most interesting things happening with cryptocurrency and continue to be happening with cryptocurrency in the near future actually is when the tech giants get involved. And what I mean by the tech giants is Facebook actually is creating their own cryptocurrency called Libra right now that they can introduce and be able to, use and buy things on Instagram and Facebook marketplaces and Instagram e-commerce and WhatsApp and all of these different services to, send and receive money in the form of a cryptocurrency. When Amazon creates their own cryptocurrency or starts accepting Bitcoin, that's going to absolutely skyrocket the Bitcoin price if they allow Bitcoin to be used, or if they introduce their own cryptocurrency, who knows what might happen. And once one large tech company starts accepting Bitcoin and actually using and acknowledging cryptocurrency, what's going to happen is that's going to put a huge amount of pressure on the other tech companies to start using Bitcoin as well. And when that happens, my opinion is that Bitcoin is going to absolutely skyrocket, because it's going to have widespread acceptance by these tech giants, start being used in a more mainstream way, and then spread across those tech companies' ecosystems to be used all around the world. And so before I actually give you my final opinion on what I'm going to do with Bitcoin, if you haven't already and you're enjoying this video, make sure you like it and leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on cryptocurrency. I know cryptocurrency is very polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it. Let me know down below if you have cryptocurrency, if you ever bought it, if you want to, what your opinions are, if it's gonna go up or down. I'd love to hear from you, and I promise you I'm gonna respond to every single comment. And if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe, turn on the bells so that we can always stay up to date on the newest videos that I put out, because I'm working hard to bring these to you guys, and I really do hope that you are enjoying them. And so my final thoughts on Bitcoin are my thoughts on all forms of stock investing. Bitcoin, like many other stocks, is speculative in nature, and I don't pretend to know more than the best people in the world at investing. And so if you're a beginner and you have the emotional temperament to invest in something as volatile as Bitcoin and lose 25% of your money in a day, gain 25 or 20 or 10% of your money back the next day, if you can accept that and it doesn't diminish your quality of life, right? This is the most important point. If you still can live your life and be happy and healthy, losing 20-25% of your money in a day, and you truly do believe in the power of cryptocurrency and the widespread adoption of cryptocurrency by tech companies and other companies and third world countries and other countries all around the world, and you are a long-term investor and you intend to stay in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for 5 or 10 years, then that's the situation that you should invest. And when you do invest, make sure you do it with an accredited company such as Coinbase, who is about to go public this year, has a bunch of privacy and security and some of the best technical minds protecting your cryptocurrency from hackers. Then that is the situation, and that is how I would personally invest in cryptocurrency. Now, for myself, I've invested tens of thousands of dollars into cryptocurrency. I've made a lot of money, I've lost a lot of money. Overall, I did actually profit and make money at the end of the day, but all of the ups and downs actually affected my quality of life. And so for me, I invest all of my time and energy and money into myself and my own businesses, and all of the extra money that I have, from all of the businesses and software and affiliate marketing and e-commerce and, digital products that I sell, I invest all of that money into real assets that cash flow and have tax benefits, such as real estate, because real estate is better for my personal temperament. So my final advice would be, don't get FOMO. Don't follow the trends. Don't invest just because you think you're gonna miss out. Invest because you believe in it for the long term in a really good company like Coinbase, Coinbase or Gemini, and then don't ever look at it for the next 5 years or 10 years. If you get emotional, find other additional investments to learn about and actually invest into, such as real estate. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, we have a brand new playlist of the best ways to make money online, be happy, be financially free, coming to you live in 3, 2, 1. Click the button in the middle of the screen, guys. See you there. Click it. Come on, click it. Do it. Click the playlist. Okay, you don't have to, but I promise you'll like it. Click the playlist. See you soon. Peace.